The morning began like any other day on Earth. People were going to work. Children were getting ready for school, and the world moved normally. But everything changed at 9:17 a.m. A huge shadow covered the sky over the Pacific Ocean. At first, people thought it was a storm cloud, but storms did not move in a perfect circle. Slowly, the dark shape became clear. It was not a cloud. It was a ship. A massive alien ship, bigger than any city on Earth. The news channel started showing the object live. Everyone on the planet froze in fear. Governments sent planes into the sky, but the planes stopped when they reached the ship. The alien ship released a soft blue light that turned off all engines. The world saw this and understood one thing very fast. This alien ship was stronger than anything humans had. Inside the ship, alien leaders were watching Earth with cold, curious eyes. They scanned the mountains, oceans, forests, and cities. They saw millions of humans walking around. But the scanners could not find a clear answer to their most important question. On every planet they visited, there was always one clear apex predator, the strongest living species. But when they scanned Earth, the machines became confused. Sometimes they showed a shark, sometimes a tiger, sometimes an eagle, and sometimes nothing at all. So the aliens decided to ask directly. A message was sent to Earth in all languages. Earth, identify your apex predator. The world panicked. No one knew what to answer. Some countries said lions, others said humans, others said sharks. Everyone argued. But the aliens sent the message again. Send one representative. Bring us your answer. In the end, world leaders agreed to send one person, Dr. Myra Lane, a calm, intelligent woman who studied human behavior and survival. She was not very tall, not very muscular, not scary at all. But every leader believed she was the best person to speak for humanity. Myra arrived at the landing zone wearing a simple gray suit. She did not look frightened. Reporters shouted questions at her, but she only said one sentence before entering the alien transport. Fear does not help. Understanding does. Inside the small alien craft, she sat silently as the ship carried her high above the clouds and into the massive alien vessel. When she stepped inside, the atmosphere changed. The air felt sharp and cold. The walls glowed with strange symbols. Dozens of alien eyes watched her. Their skin was dark silver, and their tall bodies moved like shadows. They looked powerful, ancient, and emotionless. Myra walked calmly into a large, circular chamber. At the center, a tall alien commander stepped forward. His voice echoed like metal scraping glass. Human, identify. Earth's apex predator. Myra stood still. She did not speak. She looked around the room. Hundreds of aliens focused on her, expecting her to name some giant animal. Instead, she smiled. It was a small, gentle smile. But for some reason, every alien in the room felt a sudden discomfort, like prey sensing danger without understanding why. The commander repeated the question louder. Human, identify your world's apex predator. Myra's smile grew a little wider. She placed her hands behind her back and lifted her head slowly, calmly. Her eyes were not afraid. They were confident, almost playful. Across the chamber, alien soldiers shifted uncomfortably. Their instincts told them something was wrong. This human was too calm, too steady. Too sure of herself, the commander leaned forward. Your answer? Now. For a long moment, the room stayed silent. The air felt heavier. Some aliens felt their hearts beating faster, a strange reaction they did not understand. Myra finally spoke, her voice soft but clear. Before I answer, tell me something. The aliens paused. What makes a predator? She asked the question, confused them. Some aliens whispered. Others checked their scanners. The commander narrowed his eyes. Mira continued, walking slowly around the chamber. Is it claws? She held out her empty hands. Is it teeth? She smiled again. Or is it the one who chooses to hunt, even when the hunt seems impossible? Her words made many aliens take a step back without realizing it. The commander finally said, "We did not ask for questions. We asked for the apex predator of Earth." Mira stopped walking. She looked directly into the commander's eyes. And then she gave the answer. She simply lifted her hand and pointed at herself. Several aliens gasped. The commander froze. The room fell into complete silence. Myra's smile returned, calm and terrifying at the same time. "You are looking at Earth's apex predator," she said quietly. The chamber lights flickered. The aliens had expected a monster. Instead, they got a human. For a long moment, no one inside the alien chamber moved. Myra Lane stood calmly with her hands still pointed at herself. The aliens stared at her like she had spoken something impossible, something they had never heard before. The alien commander blinked slowly, his silver eyelids sliding sideways like shutters. "You," he finally said, his voice cool and almost amused. "Apex predator." Myra did not lower her hand. She did not break eye contact. "Yes," she answered softly. A wave of whispers spread through the alien chamber. Some aliens looked confused. Others looked offended. A few even looked worried. Their scanners flashed bright colors, trying to understand why this small, soft-looking human was making such a claim. One alien scientist stepped forward with a device that scanned Mira from head to toe. The scanner beeped. "She has weak muscles," the scientist said. "Her bones break easily. She has no claws, no natural armor, no venom." Another scientist checked her heartbeat. "Her heart rate is steady. She shows no fear." The aliens exchanged looks. No fear. In front of a ship that could destroy Earth in minutes. That alone made them uncomfortable. The commander spoke again. "Human, explain." Mira finally lowered her hand and clasped it behind her back. "Your scanners measure bodies," she said. "But predators are not only bodies." The aliens watched her closely. Her voice was calm, but it carried something else, something that made their skin tighten. Myra took a slow step forward. "A predator is not just muscle," she continued. "A predator is the one who adapts, the one who thinks, the one who refuses to die." The aliens shifted in silence. Mira turned her head slightly and added, "And humans are very, very hard to kill." The commander frowned. "Your species is small," he argued. "Fragile, unprotected. How can you claim dominion over a world full of stronger creatures?" Myra walked past him, studying the glowing walls of the chamber. "Because we learn to think," she replied simply. "We learn to plan, to solve problems, to build tools, to survive anything." She paused and looked back at the rows of aliens. "We did not wait for nature to protect us. We learned to protect ourselves." Another alien stepped forward, annoyed. "Words," he said. "Where is your evidence? Where is your proof that humans deserve the title of apex predator?" Mira smiled again, the same smile that made aliens feel uneasy. "You want proof?" She spread her arms slightly. "Then test me." A shock ran through the chamber. The aliens did not expect this. Test her. A lone human challenging an entire alien race with advanced technology. The commander raised his hand and the room quieted. "What kind of test?" he asked. Mira tilted her head. "Your choice," she said. Her voice stayed steady, almost bored. "Choose anything you want. Mental, physical, survival, strategy. I will show you how humans win." The commander studied her expression. Searching for signs of fear or desperation, he found none. Not even a flicker. He turned to his council. Prepare. The arena, he ordered. The room filled with cold gasps and murmurs. The arena. It was a place where alien warriors trained. Against dangerous simulations, subjects, creatures, storms, traps. Not a single species from other worlds had passed its trials without injury. Certainly not a small, soft human. Two alien guards approached Mira, expecting her to hesitate, but she simply nodded. Lead the way, she said.